Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my car. My name is Becky. This is Summer, and we are so excited that you're here today. We are doing some marathon thrifting today. We are in Wilmington, North Carolina. There's quite a lot of thrift stores to go to in Wilmington, and we have kind of a little path that we take, in order of where they all fall. So we're going to go in and out of as many as we possibly can. And if we have time, there is a interesting place that I saw on TikTok that I'd like to check out in Carolina Beach. So if we have time, we're going to go there, and I think they do have some antiques and some vintage items there. So of course we'll share that with you. But we're going into our first thrift store. We are at the Habitat for Humanity in Leland, North Carolina. And just a reminder, they have no carts, they have no bathrooms, they have no bags. That's my soapbox.
Goodwill.
Where did I say we were at?
Habitat.
We're not at the Habitat. We're at the Goodwill. Sorry. We're at the Goodwill, and they have no bags, no carts, and no bathrooms. So, yeah, I'm still a little salty about that. But anyway, let's go thrifting. This Goodwill usually has quite a bit of items out on display. I have been to this Goodwill in the morning, gone to Wilmington, came back through, stopped again, and found things that were not on the shelf before. So the workers seem to be moving pretty quickly on restocking items there. And if you ever get a little glimpse in the back room, they have piles and piles of items back there that need to be put out. So there's always something new when I go. No matter how often I go, there's always something new to look at. I think this would probably be considered a lingerie chest, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but it would have been so beautiful in someone's vintage home, and it was only $30. It looked to be in really good condition. Not too long ago, I shared in a video when I went shopping, I saw an actual show and tell, and I cannot for the life of me remember where I saw it. But I do remember sharing it and saying that I used to have one of these growing up, and I had so many great memories of watching the little stories being shared on the show and tell. So finding the actual records just seemed kismet, and I had to share that with you. We're going into our second thrift store. This is the Restore. This is, in fact, the Habitat for Humanity. It is in Leland. It's fairly new. And it says they're closed. Why are they closed? That sign says closed. Didn't those girls just come out of there? Okay, well, let's try it. Maybe they just haven't turned their sign yet. All right, second thrift store. Oh my gosh, we're fainting. Wow. Summer, don't smell that.
Doesn't smell like anything but Avon.
She had that up to her nose before I could even stop her. I don't even know what I would have done if the smell had have still been in there. These were someone's collection. There were 3 in the store. I got 2 here to show you. You can tell that they were being displayed by being hung on the wall. Really beautiful hand mirrors. They had this little shelf separate with specific older pieces, and they were of course priced higher. This, as I said, was the Habitat for Humanity. You know my love-hate relationship with them because their items are so expensive, but every now and then I'll find some great pieces in there that are not priced too high. Like this little piece here was only $1. This little fondue pot was priced very reasonably. It was sold separately, but still by the time you put the 2 pieces together, it wouldn't have been more than like $5 or $6. And I would have gotten it if I did not already have 2 of these at home that I have not used yet. I want to have a fondue party, but I have not actually done it yet. So it's on my to-do list. And I just thought this little thing was so cute. I'm always drawn to look at them and read their little captions. So this third thrift store is the Rescue Mission. It's advertised as being on Castle Street. It's also on 5th Street in Wilmington. They have a great cause. They do help with the homeless, so I like to come here, and they usually have pretty good prices here, but I have come and prices have been high, but last time I came I got a lot of stuff for the wedding at a good price. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. So as I was walking into the Mission, I could not help but notice that they had this cloth calendar on the window, and it was from 1996. So I'm just showing you here that on 1996, on August the 25th, on a Sunday, is the day that David and I got married. So I just thought that was neat. I should have asked how much it was and gotten it just for nostalgia's sake, but I didn't even think about it. I was just so anxious to get inside and see what kind of goodies they had that I did not even think about asking about that calendar. But that would have been fun, especially because it has sunflowers on it. I don't know what I was thinking. So this is a great thrift store. They have some great prices, and I always find a little something when I go. They have lots of furniture outside. If you are in the Wilmington area, I definitely recommend stopping at the Mission. Not only do they have great prices, it's a true thrift store, you know, in the definition of a thrift store where things are marked reasonably still, but it also is for a great cause. And I had to share Big Mouth Billy Bass because he is a big part of my childhood. He haunted me every day. We sold these in our little store that we had, and every day of my life, I had to hear, "Take me to the river." Every day, people would come in the store and they would press that doggone button, and Big Mouth Billy Bass still haunts me to this day. So he did not have batteries in him, or I would have played him for you. And of course, you know, I was drawn to this. It is a cover for a card table. Never seen anything like this before. The price was for wherever the original person bought it, but it still $5 was not bad for that. And, you know, just a little hint, I may have gotten that. You'll find out later in the haul what all I picked up. I love this plate, but it didn't match anything in my house, so I did leave it behind. It was absolutely beautiful, and I don't know what this is, but I had to pick it up and share it because she was just too cute. I don't know. Handmade, maybe? No, not handmade, but still adorable. Okay, this next stop is another Goodwill. This is on Carolina Beach Road. It is very, very busy, so you're gonna hear lots of cars going by, but this is usually a pretty good one. They are constantly putting out new stuff. You can see the girls working and putting out new stuff pretty quickly, and what's the word I'm looking for?
Efficient.
See what? They just do a lot of, they work really hard in here. So they didn't really have a lot in this Goodwill today, but the first thing that I picked up was an 8-track of Donna Fargo. She is so cool. I love her, what are the names of those songs? I love Funny Face and Happiest Girl in the Whole USA. When I was a little girl, my mom had this record player, and she had that record, and I would just play it over and over and over, and it just makes me smile every time I hear those two songs. They were just the best. And then this little angel was made like a squeaky toy. It was rubber. It did have a cord. The cord was definitely showing its age, so I don't know that would be really safe to put into a child's room or to plug in, but it really was interesting. I've never seen anything like that. And of course, you know, I found the stoneware. I just thought these were so pretty. I just don't need all those mugs. I don't really decorate with them. I don't have a place to put them. I'm kind of regretting not getting them, not gonna lie, but I did leave those behind because I was just trying to be a little more selective on what I picked up. Alright, Summer, do you know what it means when it's raining and the sun's shining?
The devil's beating his wife.
The devil's beating his wife. Yep. It is hot and it's raining. All right, it stopped raining just as quickly as it started. We are at the Restore now, which is just a couple miles up the road from from the Goodwill. We're still on Carolina Beach Road. This is a fairly new Restore. I've only been here a couple of times. This Habitat for Humanity is not far from the others as far as their pricing. They're usually pretty high, and I don't really find a lot when I go there. But of course, you know, I fell in love with this mug. It is everything that I love in a piece of stoneware. She would want. I like her. All right, so we are at 12 o'clock right now. We've been thrifting since 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We found a few little well, I found a few little things. Summer really hasn't found. You haven't bought anything, have you? We're still on Carolina Beach Road. There is a store that I saw advertised on the Facebook Marketplace and the local advertising places, and it's called The Village, and it's advertised as a multi-vendor village. So the best I could tell is there's a backyard, and they have all these storage containers that people have rented, and that's where they have their little vendor shop. So we're gonna go check it out, see what it's all about, and we'll let you know if it's worth the trip to come here or not. All right, ready?
Yes.
Summer, what did you just say?
I said this is plum adorable.
Plum adorable. So this is called the first house, and then you just kind of go all around the village to all of the little houses. So I think a lot of this, based on what I saw online, might be like nautical type things, but I think there's still I think there's still some vintage things to be found. So this is really cool. It's really cool. It's $175. I think we just have to look through each one and see what we can find. This lamp is beautiful. It's only $25. That's really pretty, Summer. I like that. Of course, you know, it's hot today. There's no air conditioner out here, so be prepared for that. But it's really pretty out here. There's some depression glass over here. This is not the pattern that I collect, but it's still beautiful. $75. And look at this, Imperial vintage glass, $40. All right, this is cool. I'm gonna try to include as much as I can for you. These little metal flowers are cute. Unique shopping village. She said it's a little messy right now because some of the vendors are moving around. From earth to hearth, or hearth. I think the word's hearth. Oh, look at those glasses. Those are pretty.
Those are pretty.
Let's see how much they
Oh
are.
look, they've got sunglasses.
Oh, do they?
Right
Okay,
there.
hold on one second. Let me look at this. These are beautiful. They are, let's see, $18 for 4. Those are so pretty. And she said there's some swan glass right here. $28. Very pretty. I love the lamp in here. It's made with vintage scraps. It's very pretty. Everything's so aesthetic. Oh, my sister-in-law would like this. These are Currier and Ives, and she collects Currier and Ives. I don't know that she has these. Honestly, I don't think she's ever found these before. Pretty. I found some Currier and Ives for Aunt Shell.
What?
I found some Currier and Ives for Aunt Shell.
Oh yeah. Some C&I.
Some C&I. Yep. All right, let's get to the next.
Buildings out here. We gotta move quick.
Okay, sorry. It does what?
Said it goes all the way around.
Oh, this is a good place for your husband to sit if he doesn't want to shop. Oh my goodness, how cute.
$18.
Oh, I think we might have to get those, Summer.
They're very cute.
Do they have baskets?
Mm,
There's some more C&I.
this right here?
Yeah, that's like a hot plate. We'll have to bring her here and let her come shopping. Oh, there's an owl punch art.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's okay. No, you don't have to climb up there.
No, I'm not gonna come up
Look
there.
at this though. Look behind you or in front of you.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
He looks sad.
He does look sad. He really does. The sad owl is $75, but he is enormous and he's so pretty. That's a good price, I think, for that. You just don't have anywhere to put him.
Oh, Mama.
Yes, hold on.
More
Uncle,
sunglasses.
how much is it?
$100.
Okay.
Let me put that back down before I break.
My phone rang. I had to answer it, but there was a couple more things I wanted to show you. There is apparently a squirrel in here somewhere. And look at this. This is really pretty. It is $85. So pretty. And then there is some right here. Some lucite candlesticks. That one is $20. And then I already have these, so I don't need them, but I just wanted to show them to you. The small ones are $30. So pretty. There's 2 of the small ones. And then we've got this cool little thing here. I guess it's a drink dispenser. Mid-century cool regal coffee maker. It's a coffee maker. And there's a cute little poodle back there. Summer said there was a swan glass vase back here. That's not my colors, but $100. And then we have these cute little things to go probably in a kid's room. There's a cute little booth in here. All right, let's go on to the next. Okay, so we're in the one called the Red Barn, I think, because this is the one that I saw advertised online. So I think this might be more my style. So let's see what they have. I like being out here because I can talk and I don't have to put it through music. Just feel a little more comfortable filming out here. These are beautiful. I like those. How much are those? $5. I like those. Those are plastic. Just trying to take it all in. I used to have one of these. Back in the 80s, you put your rings there and your earrings there. What's he doing back there? Oh, he's a sitter. Here's an owl. I need another owl in my life. He is, let's see. How much is he? $7. It's cute. What? Is that a good one? Okay, I'm coming. This is called the Red Shed, by the way, not the Red Barn. These would be cute on my plate wall. They're small. I might get these. Let me think about that. Summer said that one over there is really good, so we're gonna have to go over there, see what she's got. This is called Queen Bee's Cottage, and they have glitter all over the stepstones. See what she has in here. Oh, that's amazing. Look at that. Wow. Oh, look at the owl. Pretty. How much is he? Hold on. Sit this down. Let's see how much he is. $32. But he's beautiful. The couch is that a 4 or a 9? $425. So pretty. So what have you found?
It's the nut house.
The nut house.
Where?
Oh,
Have a little drink.
cute. That is cute. The squirrels can come up and have a little
I
feast.
like the little diner.
This is all for the squirrels. Oh, there's their bed.
Yeah, you see all the nuts?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's peanuts. Okay. There's the diner. How sweet. That's cute. There's a drink of water. All right, this is where it's called Stoned Immaculate. That's an interesting name, Summer.
I know.
Okay. Let's go see what it's all about. Can you hold that? Okay. She said to walk in and look up.
Look at the lights.
Oh, cool. Those are awesome. I like those. Too cute. Look at that. Oh man, they've got a lot to look at in here. You were right. We might be in here a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of colors.
See? Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, this might be, we might have to mix all of the thrifting and just do this little stop because the video will be too long. Okay, we need to start somewhere so we can look at everything because there's just a lot.
Yeah.
This is awesome, Summer. I'm so glad you thought of this.
Did I? This is my idea.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got. So first off, they have these frames with this groovy fabric, and it's just a regular mat that they put vintage fabric around. So that's a good idea. We could do that. And then they just put vintage photos in it. There's another one of Jimi Hendrix up there. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got this, $24, chips, snacks, and nuts.
You already have this one.
Family songbook.
Pretty.
I do not have that one. How much is it?
$40.
That's not bad at all, Summer. That's not bad. What is this? Family songbook. So it's just music. We are not a singing family, so I don't think we need that. This is the uranium glass. I don't collect this, but it's really cool to look at, and it looks like they've got pretty good prices. Like $6. These are cute. Did you drop something?
Just a basket.
$12 for that. That's pretty. I have a set like this. It was gifted to me. So I have that. David would like that fan. Here's some old books. And let's see. Over here we have some swung glass. We have some amber glass. The lid to the genie bottle is right there, so that's a whole set. I need to set the camera down and look at this for a minute. I love this. These are beautiful. Everything's beautiful. This is like the inside of my mind, inside of my brain. This is what Summer was showing me. That's $40. Which is not a bad price. I really, really like that a lot. And then you've got this one, that's $100. Got a little owl. The owl is $7. And they got some cute little vintage curtains in here to decorate with.
That's a very unique shade of green.
Where?
This one.
This one? Because it's satin glass.
No, the one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah,
Oh,
I like that.
yeah, that is a pretty color. It's different. It's hard to see with the light coming through, but I can see what you're saying. Okay, there's some owls up there. And then let's turn around. We're almost done. And then we're gonna start shopping. We've got, I don't see anything sticking out here. It's going, I love this. And then these are really cute. Got a lot of orange happening. Lily would like all this too.
I like this set. This is pretty.
Oh, that's cute. I love that. $85 for the chip and dip. And the ice bucket is $28, and you've got the glasses to match. There's a piece up there that matches. There's a piece of Pyrex. There's some salt and peppers. This is really cool. That's $75. Nice. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful booth. I love everything. Look at that pillow. Look at that, Summer. Oh my goodness. How cute. Lily would love that.
$50.
50 bucks. She would love that. Here's a little tray. See the tray?
Mm-hmm.
How cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put the phone down. There's a sewing box. There's so much to see. I need to stop and kind of try to take it all in for a minute. Here's some, that's cute too. Okay, all right, I'll talk to you in just a few minutes. I know y'all are gonna not believe this, but I don't think I'm gonna buy anything in here. I don't think there's anything that I absolutely need. I did want to show you this tablecloth that was macrameed. Summer walked out, so I can't hold it up for you, but it's an oval shape and it's $50. It's quite beautiful. And somebody worked very hard on that. So I just wanted to show you that, and I wanted to show you this shelf that they're using to decorate with. It's literally from the 70s. They've still got the stickers or the Mod Podge DIY that whoever owned this put it on the shelf. So I thought that was really cool. I'm going to share that with you. You can kind of see there's a lot of that in here. Trivial friends that point the way. So the only thing that I think I might really love is that bottle. It's $40. It's not terrible. I missed this. But I'm gonna think about it. I'm not gonna grab it and walk around with it quite yet. I just love everything in here, and this was so much fun, but I don't think there's anything that I have to take home today. There's even more back there. But how fun was this to look at, right? So fun. Those are so pretty. How much were those? Do not put these in the dishwasher. $35 for a set of 6. That's not bad. For a set of 6, it's not bad at all. All right, let's go to the next. This booth is right next door to the one that's stoned, I guess. I don't know any other better way to call it, but that's what she named it. So I really like this owl. It's different from anything I've ever seen before. It's $29. It's really heavy. It's artist signed. And then this one is really pretty. I like this one a lot too. And it is, let's see, $19, but this is beautiful. Let's see if we can find the artist signature. I don't see, oh, there it is right there. Okay, there's the signature. But I like that a lot. I like a lot of this stuff a lot. And then there's an owl cookie jar. Kind of cute. These are cute. Look at this. Little TV trays. There's a whole set of them. So yes, I would say there's a smock like I have that I used to cook with. I can't quite get to the price though, but I would say if you're in Wilmington, yes, come here. There's a lot of cute things to look at, and I will put the address in the description box. Oh, look at this. That's pretty. Did you find a swing?
I did. Found a spot in the shade.
You popping a squat?
Yeah. I'm sweating.
What was my question? Oh, are you ready for some lunch?
Yes.
Did you decide where you want to eat?
No.
Okay, we'll start thinking about it because we've got no more. I think this is clothing, so we're not interested in that. So we're going to go check out and go get some lunch.
Ready? Yeah. We need one that goes all the way around. Oh, like spins around? Yeah. I'd be so nauseous.
So I am sitting in the parking lot of the Village, and Summer has gone back inside because there was a piece in there that I just could not stop thinking about, and I asked her would she go back in and get it for me. So I'll share with you what all I got at the end of the video, but that was a really cool place. If you decide that you want to come here and you're outside and you're looking around and a squirrel jumps in your arms, then that's because the lady who owns the place is she does squirrel rehab. So if a squirrel, you know, abandons their baby or something like that, she rehabs them back and then she sets them loose. That's why there's so many squirrel it's so squirrel friendly, and you know that's right up my alley because I love squirrels. But she said there was a lady here yesterday that all she heard was a big scream because apparently she looked a lot like her, and the squirrel that she had raised from a little baby thought that was her and jumped up into her arms, and the lady just went berserk. But there is a sign on the door that says we do have squirrels here. They may jump in your arms, they may climb up your leg, they're friendly, they won't hurt you, but just be prepared if it happens. So if you're in Wilmington and you're near Carolina Beach, definitely stop by here. It was such a fun stop. So now we are at Baker Street Antique Mall. It is located in Wilmington on Market Street, and I do want to tell you this: if you're watching this video and you're interested in the places to go in Wilmington, thrifting and antiquing, there are lots more places to go to. We just ran out of time. There's actually another Habitat for Humanity that's located on Market Street just down from this little antique store that we're at. So just put it in your GPS and it'll take you there. But it's not hard to find. It's on the main street of Market Street. You just have to go just a little further down. I love going in Baker Street Curiosities because they have the best owl collections there. Almost all of the vendors has at least one owl in their little space. It is I guess what you would consider a vendor store because lots of different vendors come together to make up the shop, but it's not big in there. It's not big at all. You're going to be able to kind of knock it out in an hour probably, but I just love going through here. The pieces are different. There's one booth in particular that has lots of mid-century pieces that I'm always drawn to. They are marked kind of high, so I don't typically buy anything from them, but I do like to look through their little booth. It really is just a cool little store. So if you've never been there, put it down on your list of places to stop. There are other thrift stores in Wilmington that I could tell you about, but like I said, we just ran out of time. We could not hit them all. The little village place kind of took up more time than expected, but I do not regret that at all because that was the coolest little place and I definitely want to go back. This is the vendor that I was telling you about that is kind of high, but they have cool stuff. This is just the wall of art that they had, and I just loved everything. I wanted to share it all with you because everything is just so cool. And you know, normally when I go into an antique store, they have true antiques or more rustic pieces, and this right here is what I look for when I go antiquing. So I guess the proper term would be I like to go vintiquing because I like the vintage items, not necessarily what would be considered antique, which is over 100 years old, but they are kind of high, as you can see, but I do like to look around. I really enjoy this vendor. So we're getting ready to see something just a little risque. Hopefully you won't get offended, but I sometimes have the mind of a 13-year-old, and I thought it was funny, so I had to share it. But they had a vintage, brand new in the box strip-tac-toe game. So if you ever wanted to play strip-tac-toe, there you go. It's waiting on you at the store. All you have to do is go pick it up. I can honestly say I was today years old when I learned that there was a such thing as the game of strip-tac-toe. I mean, I've heard of strip poker, of course, but never strip-tac-toe, so go figure. All right, so Summer and I have completely given up on thrifting. We have turned to antiquing, and this is our absolute last stop of the day because we have spent too much, or I have spent too much money.
I haven't spent any.
You have not. You've not bought anything. We went to Baker Street Curiosity Shop, which is on Market Street in Wilmington. It's a small antique store, but a lot of fun. I did buy a couple of things from there. I don't plan to buy anything else, but now we are at Flea Bodies, which is a larger antique store in Wilmington, and it is on Market Street as well. You can see behind me, it is a busy road as well. There's not a whole lot of places in Wilmington that you're not going to have a lot of traffic, so just be prepared to wear your patience pants if you come to Wilmington. But we're gonna go in here just because it was easy to get to and on our way home, and we are absolutely going home after that. All right. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt my heart so much to see the price that they had these plates marked. They wanted $18 for just 2 plates, and I just couldn't do it. I just felt like that was entirely too high for those plates, but boy were they beautiful, and they just made my whole soul happy, and it hurts so bad to leave them behind. But at least I know they're there, and if one day they decide to mark them down, I will be there to pick them up. But right now they're just too expensive. I love these pot holders or hot pads, whatever you want to call them. I should start collecting those because I really enjoy them. But you don't come across them as much as you used to. You used to see them all the time. So I have a piece of art in my home that is very, very similar to this, same size, same fallscape, I guess. And they wanted $76 for theirs. I feel very blessed that I've been able to find the art in my home at the prices that I've been able to find it, because I definitely did not pay $76 for my piece, but it is an original painting signed by the artist. It's the same exact concept that you just saw, so maybe my piece is worth about $76, but I definitely did not pay that much when I got my piece. I can't remember where I got it, but I've had it for quite a while. I like to bring it out during the fall time. I love this little tablecloth, $28. Flea Bodies is a much larger store than the one we just went to. It is a vendor mall. They do have some vendors that are higher than others. I can find things there. I do come home with items, but they are marked a little high. I mean, it's an antique store. That's what they're going to do. They're there to make a profit. So I don't always leave with a big haul from Flea Bodies, Flea Bodies. I always call it Peabody's, but it's Flea Bodies. But they do have some cool things to look at. They have a couple of mid-century booths that I enjoy going to. I would go to a whole antique store just to find 1 or 2 booths that are mid-century in style, because they're just so hard to find and so hard to come by. And Flea Bodies does have a couple nice ones in there. And they actually did, well, not recently, but they have an annex in the back where they expanded. So it's a pretty big store in there, and they are in the busiest part of Market Street. So just be prepared to wear your patience pants when you're getting in and out of their parking lot. All right, we are home. It's a different day actually, but I wanted to do a haul for you. Normally, I like to actually take the things that I buy and show you where I put them in the house as much as I possibly can, but I'm not gonna have time to do that today because this video is pretty long. It went a little longer than what I thought, and I want to take my time and really show you everything that I got and where I put it, because I got some really, really cute things today and I'm really excited. Plus, I have a small haul from another excursion that we went on a different day, on a different video. So probably what I'll do is just do a full decorate with me video with all of the things that we found over the last couple of weeks. So let me show you what I found on this particular day. The first thing was a thrift store find, and I got this little thing here. It's folded up actually inside this little bag, but what this is, if you read the tag, it goes on a card table. Now, I have a vintage card table. I haven't actually put them next to each other to see if they fit. I'm hoping it does. If they don't, then we're gonna have to find something else to do with this, because this is just too amazing. I was also thinking these would be some great outdoor pillows that we could make if this doesn't fit the card table. And honestly, that would really serve more of a purpose for me anyway, to have outdoor pillows than a card table cover. So we may use it for its intended purpose. We may not. I don't know yet. We're gonna have to figure that out together. You can kind of see on the side where it would snap around the legs of the table. Some of you may be familiar with these from the 70s, but I've never seen one before, and there was no way in the world I was going to leave this beautiful pattern behind in the thrift store. The other thing that I got from that same thrift store, which was the Mission, is I got these little notebooks. They're actually notebooks that you can write in, but I thought they would be cute for risers. I just like the simplicity of them. They were 75 cents each. This was $5. And then another thrift store that we went to, I found, this was from the Cape Fear Habitat for Humanity. I got this beautiful mug for $2. I looked and looked and looked to try to find more, but I could not find any more, so we're just going to have to do something with just the one. But I don't think that would be too hard to find a place for just one mug. And I just thought it was so pretty, and his stoneware, which is what I collect. And then I got this little guy. I don't remember where I got him from. I feel like he was from the Habitat for Humanity too, but I could be wrong. But it's just a little brass planter, and we'll just put some faux greenery in here and stick this somewhere. I'm starting to pick up more brass here lately, so I thought this would be cute added to that collection. And then the last thing that I got from a thrift store was this little basket, and I just like the design on it. It was $1.99. This was from the Goodwill. And I like to put these on my wall with my plates that I collect, the stoneware plates. And sometimes I'll put a plate in the middle, and sometimes I'll just leave the wicker by itself. Speaking of that, I also picked these up. Now, these came from that village place that we went to. I got these as well. These were these two were sold together, and I think they were like $8. I can't remember exactly. But I like these because I like the size. They're a little different than what I already have. Most of the baskets that I have on my wall are more this size. So this is a little something different, and they'll fit into spaces that I don't have anything in. So I thought I would grab those. And then I also picked up these beautiful salt and pepper shakers. I did pay more than what I normally would pay for salt and pepper shakers for these. I'm sorry, I can't remember the price, but it is on the video. But they're so big, they're so cute. I could not walk out and leave them there. Also, these can be used as just regular decor and not just on my salt and pepper shaker shelves. So there's the bottom of those, and they are made in Japan. I love these. I also got this little guy from one of the antique stores that we went to. I liked him because of his coloring. I don't think I have an owl. I might have one owl that's this color, the yellow color, but this just spoke to me. I thought it was beautiful. I'll have to put the prices up on the screen because it's been a few days and I don't remember what I paid, but I think it was maybe $19.99 if I'm not terribly wrong. And at that same antique store, which was the Baker Street Curiosity Shop, I got this as well. And I have a special place for this already in mind with my Pyrex. This is not Pyrex, but I think the brown will mix well with some Pyrex pieces that I have. And it just will give it a different pattern, and we can mix them in together. So stay tuned to see where that goes. And then the last thing I got was from the village outdoor village store, and I sent Summer back in to get this for me because I could not stop thinking about this beautiful amber genie bottle. I don't have one like it. It was $40, which is not terrible. It's made in Portugal, so I just loved it. I thought it was beautiful. I don't know if this is going to fit up on my shelf with my other genie bottles, or if I'm going to have to start a new shelf for them. Either way, we're going to find a place for it. But I do have a special shelf that I put these, but it's getting pretty full, so there may not be a place for it. But I sent her back in because I just loved it. I couldn't stop thinking about it, and it's just so pretty with the flowers in the design. So that's my haul. Hopefully that didn't take too long because I didn't really want to add a whole lot more time to this video. But make sure that you've liked and you subscribed, because we're going to come back and find a place for all of these beautiful items, plus some others that I have sitting over here on the side. So make sure you hit all the notification bells, all the buttons, all the knobs, turn all the little levers that you need to do. I don't know. Do what you need to do so you get notified when I put out a new video, and we'll just meet up on a different day. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.